So tonight I'm gonna open some action figures up and review them, and found these four at all of them at Dirt Cheap. And you never know what you're gonna pay at Dirt Cheap. So in some cases I paid like $6 for them, and two of them were only $1 each. So it was a really good deal. I'm kind of blown away, and I'm not sure how they come up with that, but I was pretty excited to get these. These are four very different figures. One is a Spider-Man Superior Foes of Spider-Man figure. One is a Deadpool figure, which is a very cool looking Deadpool. One is a Lando Calrissian 6-inch figure, and one is Maz Kanata. So the Lando, I just wanted to point out first, is the 6-inch version of the vintage collection, which is a copy of this, how it looked when it first came out in the 80s. Now, of course, this is a retro, but still, this is generally how it looked without that sticker here. And they are trying to recapture that figure by giving him the Rebel Blaster again. And they also gave him the little microphone he used in one scene in the movie. So, on the back, it is almost identical to a vintage collection figure. Like so, it has the other figures in the wave, except 6-inch figures. So, I saw these for a little while, but I didn't see very much. It seems like they went back to the Black Series again. And now they have some more figures coming out. Excuse me, I had to get some coffee. And there's a lot of talk that the Star Wars action figure line has been in trouble lately. And they're trying to pump in more original trilogy and prequel figures, because apparently there was a lot of interest was lost after the Rise of Skywalker in collecting figures. In fact, you could say it started with The Last Jedi. A lot of interest waned. But I think they just weren't doing it right. They were making too many of one figure and not enough of the other figures. But either way, these are incredibly affordable now, and I was kind of happy to have a Lando 6-inch figure to go with my small collection of 6-inch scale Star Wars figures. The card is damaged, so this is an opener. So this comes with a small pamphlet, and these are safety warnings in all kinds of different languages. So first is his little microphone. In The Empire Strikes Back, he opened up a little panel on the wall and pulled this out so he could communicate with Cloud City. Here is a Rebel Blaster. And let's look at Lando. There is a plastic part under his cape, and we can Put the cape on and it loosely fits. The likeness to Billy D. Williams is really good. As you can see, he has his wrist communicator that he uses to communicate with Lobot. It's a really nice detail. We'll take the cape off for a second. Although, let's look at the inside lining. It's very cool. I'm not thrilled with the difference in paint between the neck and the face. That's kind of Dollar Tree figure like there. You would expect a little bit better from a premium Star Wars figure, which is all the more reason I'm kind of glad that, you know, I got these at dirt cheap. And it contrasts with this really excellent face sculpt. Very smooth motion on the joints. He has the chest articulation, but no waist articulation. The blaster fits really well in his hand. The trigger finger doesn't quite reach, unfortunately. You can put the little microphone in this hand and almost have it up to his mouth. The only problems are, if we look at the picture, his mustache isn't dark enough. It almost looks like he just didn't shave that morning. And he looks older. Billy D was younger looking in The Empire Strikes Back, and this looks much older than how he looked, I think. Wish I could get the trigger finger to work here. Not really. Let's look at the other articulation. Legs have the that ball hinge, so he has a lot of articulation in his legs. He has the kneecap and the ankle. A lot of range of articulation there. Very 70s shoes. It's a pretty good figure. Not bad. Let's open up the other Star Wars figure. This is Maz Kanata. And I'm curious about the little chest that she comes with. Let's just look at the back. The destruction of her castle has forced Maz to become more mobile and take a more hands-on and blasters firing role in the turbulent criminal underworld. She offers help in the struggle against the First Order by pointing the resistance toward a mysterious new ally. So, although this is Maz Kanata from The Force Awakens, they're talking about her in The Last Jedi. And I don't think she comes with a rocket pack. But, let's see. Okay, let's look at the figure. Um, no rocket pack. She has the goggle or the glasses, whatever they are, and they're very well done. Except this one is not wanting to swivel here. There we go. Once you get them going, they look pretty good. They have clear plastic, and it sort of does magnify her eyes a little bit, like it showed in the movie, which is kind of a nice touch. That was Lupita Nyong'o who played her, and she was sort of the stand-in for Yoda in The Force Awakens. And I guess, like a lot of other people, when The Force Awakens came out, I was really, really excited for what the characters were going to be, and we had all kinds of theories that she was like a Jedi or something. But, you know, by the last movie, we found out that most of our theories and hopes were nothing. Nope, Snoke was not some famous Sith master. Maz Kanata was not a Jedi. Rey was oddly the daughter of Palpatine. It just was not such a good ending. But let's just hold it up to Lando. That's about the scale she was in. She comes with the exact same Rebel blaster that Lando has. It appears to be the same mold and everything. And she has this small chest that you can open and close. There's a little latch. And when you open it up, you'll see inside of it there are some clothing, a few metal objects, and then the lightsaber is supposed to be in here too. That Rey finds, and then it triggers a flashback, which in hindsight makes zero sense because we find out that Rey has nothing to do with Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan, or anybody. So just, yeah. And my cat is caterwauling behind me. She does that when she wants attention. Come here, Fiona. She might come in here. Articulation, she has the just a swivel head, a swivel waist. She does have the ball hinge on the shoulders and the elbows, which is good. Nothing really in the hands. She has some cut joints in the thighs. She has regular knee joints, and she has swivel ankles. Not bad articulation for such a small figure. She's holding this Rebel blaster, and we can put the lightsaber in this chest. For Rey to find and trigger something that doesn't make any sense. It's sad too because I had really high hopes for these characters. I really had hoped that she was going to be explained. I don't know if you remember the scene in when they are in Maz's cantina, and after Rey and Finn leave, Maz looks at Han Solo and she says, "So tell me about the girl." And then they cut away, and we are all like, Han knows who she is, and Maz knows who she is, and Maz is going to get her to look at the lightsaber, and this is all going to make sense, and it's going to be awesome. But no, that was a completely dropped loose thread. Then we find out somehow that Poe knows her too, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And she has a cameo appearance in The Last Jedi where she tells them to find the Codebreaker guy. And then in The Rise of Skywalker, she's just sort of there, and she's saying like sagely stuff, and that's about it. This is a character that was started with a lot of potential, like Finn, and then never amounted to much of anything. So it's kind of sad. Let's start with this one. This crazy figure is this is Speed Demon. Kind of it's Superior Foes of Spider-Man, kind of like a Marvel Flash, and he has this little cart, and it is the funniest looking thing. And he also has a Build-A-Figure part for Absorbing Man. This is just a comical figure, one of those obscure characters that may or may not make it into a Marvel movie. First, I think this is my second Absorbing Man part. Oh, this would be a cool figure if I get all the parts for him. And this belt is a separate piece. That's very cool. We have some running or flying hands. Now in the picture, it shows Speed Demon carrying the little cart guy, and I wish the wheels turned. I'm kind of bummed that they're just molded, so he's just a prop. But I think you can have him carry him like he is in the picture. Speed Demon himself is a fairly he does look a lot like the Flash. He's a fairly basic figure. He has alternate hands. You can either have fists or you can have like little karate chopping motions. And he's very, very skinny and athletic looking. Like you could put him in a running pose really easily. And he's just wearing some sunglasses. He's just a kind of a cool and kind of a simple figure. But he'll look nice in the collection. I need to read about this and figure out exactly the little scooter and what he's for, which it is kind of funny looking. It's definitely a comical looking figure. This is going to look really cool when it's done. And let's finally open up the one I'm looking forward to, which is Deadpool. This is my first 6-inch Deadpool figure. And I like this background so much, I might try to repurpose it with something. This is a Build-A-Figure part for Marvel's Strong Guy. And this is awfully... I'm curious to see how this will all play out. He actually could fit this, I think. And it sort of works. Here's Deadpool, and this is a different looking costume for Deadpool than what we're used to. But basically, it's the same shape and details. He has his 2 scabbards. In the back, he has 2 weapons. They fit really nicely. This appears to be some kind of shotgun or an over and under, and a pistol. And they both fit really good. They look great on him, and this figure looks great. This is a nice one. Very, very happy with this one. Everything fits, everything slides into place. The fingers go into trigger guards nicely. He looks great. This is a good figure. One I'll be really pleased. Look at his eyes. I really like this guy. Good articulation, as always, for Marvel Legends. Very, very happy with this one. And the back of it says, just got my suit back from the dry cleaners. I hear blue and gold is the new red. And that's all it says, but it's just funny. And the whole idea of Deadpool is supposed to be humorous. So this is my haul. Maz Kanata, a character that had so much potential, that looked like she was going to be so interesting, like another Yoda, and that awful sequel trilogy ended up not amounting to anything. The little chest with the lightsaber in it. It does close and latch. I wouldn't do it too much. That'll probably tear. Probably just leave it open. Lando with his microphone and his blaster and his cape. But the face, I almost wonder if they didn't, because you know when they do these sculpts, they I think they use a person to do like the 3-dimensional scan, and I wonder if they were able to use Billy D. Williams, but they used him now, maybe, because he doesn't look quite like Lando did then. It's still pretty good. Maybe it'd look better if they darkened the mustache a little bit, because that just doesn't look right. But it still all around looks good, and it's a cool figure with the cape and everything. It's very nice. Speed Demon. It's kind of a fun, goofy figure from the Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Can really bend. He's very skinny. Kind of like the Marvel Flash. Very much, even with the little bolt of lightning kind of thing here. His little speed wagon with the kind of angry old guy head on it. I need to read about this and figure out exactly what this is. Another obscure Marvel character, but it does look funny. Or someone can leave a comment and explain it. And this really, really cool Deadpool in blue and yellow. And I got some Build-A-Figure parts for Marvel's Strong Guy and Absorbing Man, but they do actually kind of work with each other. I can make a whole new figure out of this, maybe. I think I have another Absorbing Man part. Let's see if I do. I don't know if this is it. Actually, this is it. So yeah, this is definitely it. So here's my Absorbing Man so far. He's coming together. He's got an arm and a torso. And I think yeah, I got that from Morbius. So to complete Absorbing Man, I'd need to get this Beetle, Venom, is that Scarecrow? And Spider-Gwen and a different Spider-Man. Oh, this does look like a very cool figure if I ever got done with him. I think he would be very cool. I do like this figure a lot. I'm not, just because the character didn't turn out well doesn't mean that there wasn't a good character buried in there somewhere. It doesn't mean, I still like The Force Awakens, and I mean, I still find a lot to like about it. But still, you know, the things people have said about the weaknesses of the sequel trilogy are very valid. I don't know if you've heard, but John Boyega has recently been the latest to come out and sort of bash how the sequel trilogy handled his character and Kelly Marie Tran's character. And, you know, he made some good points. But, you know, live and learn. They had a great opportunity to bring back Lando Calrissian, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia all in one scene together. They could have all had a scene together, and that was an opportunity that was really missed. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed these action figures. Hope you enjoy my channel. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell icon for more to be notified of more videos. And give me a thumbs up and write me a comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye.